I get repeatedly asked what's the setup on my Infinity G35, and it's quite simple. There's a video up on my channel when I went over it. I'm gonna go over it again. It's VQ35DE JDM motor with it was a ported plenum at the lower. The whole thing was ported. Upper, middle, the throttle body part was ported out. Simplistic garage throttle body upgrade. 3.5-inch intercooler down to a 4-inch piece, so it was stepped down, and it had a 4-inch velocity stack with a turbo guard on it, and a hydrolock filter. The hydrolock filter was inside of the car on the 3.5 piping, and the filter, the turbo guard, was at the bottom to help prevent any debris from getting inside the motor. So that was the setup for the intake stuff. So port the lower manifold, all of the manifold basically, and just poured out the throttle body piece. So you're porting the whole thing. Make sure it's clean. Put a catch can on, that way you're not getting oil in your system to get it dirty, and that will bring down your octane number. You also want to get the 3M intake manifold gasket. It's like a white plastic. You can find that on eBay. It's a good price. That gives you some performance as well. I got some UPT 440cc injectors and Walbro 450 pump, and I can't remember what company made the adapter for the fuel pressure regulator, so I could see how much fuel pressure I have at any given time. So that was the fuel setup. Stock headers, but the JDM headers flow better than the USDM headers, even though it was stock. I have Megan Racing test pipes, resonated. I think they're 2.5 inches. Then I have the Megan Racing white pipe, which is 2.5 to 3, and the Megan Racing single exit. I just cut it and extended it to fit the G35. Z1 Motorsports engine mounts. Their clutch. I'm sorry, not their clutch. Their engine mount, transmission mount. The clutch is an action clutch, stage 3, 6-spoke sprung, along with a lightweight flywheel. I think it's like 17 pounds, 17, 18, somewhere there. Also, grab a lightweight drive shaft. Concept Z sells one. It's cheaper than the drive shaft shop, and it's a great product. You can't go wrong with that. Rear seats delete. There's a company, LRB Speed or something like that, not 100% sure their name, that cleans up the rear end. The front seats are from a base model 350Z. It's very important that you use the base model. You have to modify your driver's side tunnel a little bit. When I say modify, just hit it with a hammer a little bit, and you could fit the seats. That's the only difference. Just bang it in. You'll feel where it is, and just be careful. Knock it in, and that pushes the tunnel in a little bit. I think it's more towards the front, right after the driver's side seat. It just pushes that in, and that way you get the clearance to put the 350Z seats in. And the base model seats don't have any side curtain airbags, no power, anything, so it's really light. That you save a lot of weight there. Got the differential bushings upgrade. What's the name? Differential brace, stock axles, stock everything. Upgraded control arms, stuff like that. But as far as performance wise, that was it. If you want to make a little bit more power, I'd recommend E85. These cars respond well to it. So E85 and what's the name, E85, and you'll have a great setup. You know, it'll be very fast. You'll surprise a lot of HRs and VHRs. If they don't have their stuff set up well, you're gonna beat them. My car was extremely fast for what it is, especially the differential. You need a 370Z or a G37. You want a 3.7 rear end. If you can find the 4.0 from the Nismo, it's a little bit more expensive, but the 3.7 is more common. That is extremely important. Like, your car will be a rocket ship with it. That is the most important part of the setup, because that's the shortest coming of the DEs. The rear end speed, the G35 in general. Some of the 350Zs have a 3.5. That's why they seem a little bit faster. It's all the gearing. So you want to bump it up to a 3.7 or the 4.0 if you can find it. The 3.7 is easier to come by. If you want to swap out the parts in your differential, you know, rebuild it, great, it'll be cheaper. Or you could just find one at a junkyard or online or something. I see them selling on eBay, ranging from $700 to $1,000 shipped. That's the setup with the car. There are videos so you can hear it. That thing screams like crazy with the velocity stack. If you really want to go crazy with it, there's a piece is sold by a company. I can't remember the name, but it adapts a LS style manifold to your car. That you'd have to cut your hood, and you could use a 90mm GM throttle body. With that, you'll flow way more air than the stock plenum could. That's if you want to stay all motor, and it'll be very fast. The only thing, it costs around like $1,500 for that setup, plus other little things, so it might come out to like $2,000, but it's worth it, because stock for stock, that alone picks up almost the same amount of power as a full bolt-on G35, like cats and everything. It really picks up power. So that's what you need. If you have any questions, comments, you know, just leave a comment. I'll respond to every single comments on here. Right now my car is boosted. It has a shitload of stuff on it. One of my turbos is blown. I'm taking some time off because, you know, I have done a lot this year. Tracked the car, I've done a lot of stuff, and I just want to take a break because life stuff comes first. You know, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, also, I have an oil cooler on the car. I made my own, so I used a glow shift piece adapter fitting, and I just used a regular eBay what's the name, was it 15 or 16 row core, and I just made the AN lines. AN lines are very easy to make. You just need to make your own measurements. You could go to your local speed shop and get that done. So it's very important. If you track your car, drive your car hard, a oil cooler is really great. I also have Mishimoto, the best fan shroud they have. It pulls so much CFMs, even with twin turbocharged. My car stays cooler than it ran all motor. It's weird. So I have each fan pulls 900 CFMs, so I have those, and the what's the name, dual core radiator setup from eBay. All in all, that setup for the that was what, $220. I got a discount from the seller, so I got it for $220 shipped, and the radiator itself was $150. So don't let people say this and that, you know, you need a Mishimoto this, Mishimoto that. In certain aspects, you could get away with using cheaper parts, and that's what I've done. In all honesty, if I knew that my turbos, I want to rebuild my turbos and I want to do it a certain way, that's why I haven't really touched it. But if I know that like max speeding rods matches up to my car, I'll even switch those in temporarily. But yeah, good luck. If you have any questions or any comments, just leave them. Like I said, I answer everything, and I'll be doing updated videos soon. Thank you.